All right. Mm. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. All right, good afternoon, everyone. This is a quick one. I good afternoon, everyone. I just felt the need to just say one or two things out there for posterity's sake. I am really not that excited today, and I just want to put some things out there. Good afternoon. Please let us click the share button and invite people. I don't intend to stay long. I have a long day of work today. Friday is never a good time for me, but let's just please share. Let's invite people. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Uh, how is everyone doing? Good afternoon. All right. Good afternoon to all our YouTube viewers. Ma Est, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Good evening. Okay, it's evening some part of the world. All right. Good evening. Good afternoon. How is every one of us doing? Hey, agitators, and now, yesterday a news broke out. Like I said, I don't intend to stay too long, so I'm just going to hit it, and we'll be out of here. Please let's just share around. So many people don't get our notifications right now. The page is kind of limited, and it's quite unfortunate. Okay, I think. Let me remove Twitter and add one of the Facebook account. Maybe that would help. Mhm. Maybe that would help a little bit. Mhm. Maybe that would do a little better. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this chat room. My name is Victor King, and I'm privileged to be your host. And now, yesterday, we stumbled on certain realities about the Yoruba agitations, and it's quite unfortunate that. Can you guys hear me audibly? Does it sound good? I just want to be sure that everybody can hear me. Can everybody hear me audibly? Because we need to tell ourselves some salient reality. Salient reality, and I think there's a lot of mix up everywhere, and everybody is getting emotional. Now, this is where I always have problems. This is where I always have issues with our people. The space where they don't know how to separate reality from mirage, you know. So yesterday the news broke out, and it happens that it was first of all known gunmen, and then it was later confirmed because the DSS are not even lying about it, that it was the DSS that invaded Chief Sunday's Igboho's residence, and it was brutal. First of all, I would like to condemn the act of brutality that was demonstrated at the residence of Chief Sunday Igboho yesterday. It was indeed, by all definition, uncalled for. It was unrealistic. Yeah, somebody said the sound is a bit low. It was unrealistic. Let me push it a little bit higher. Maybe I'll have to speak up. It was unrealistic, in all fairness. It was unrealistic. Sadly, um, I would submit that there was an excessive use of force at the demonstration yesterday. Now, don't get it twisted. The demonstration itself, or the going to his house, might be it's not out of place constitutionally, but there was an excessive use of force that was demonstrated in that place yesterday. So I condemn in totality the act of excessive use of force at his residence. Now the DSS is claiming that there were they countered and received, there was an open fire that went on between the DSS and the security aides of Chief Sunday Igboho. But that was the whole pool of blood, the whole bloodshed, and fortunately Chief Sunday Igboho escaped and people were being arrested. I think there were 13 of them, and items were recovered from this, brutal operation. Okay, let's set reality in motion. See, this is where I have problem with Nigeria. I am disturbed because I see Sizon Igboho as a man that is burning with passion. Somebody who because like I said, I've said it before. I've known him for a while now. Even when so many people are just hearing this name. I've heard about him. I've heard him talk for a while now, and I can tell the state of his mind. I can tell his motive, his beliefs, his philosophy about Nigeria, and particularly the Yoruba clan. Is a man that is burning with passion. And he came to limelight when he insisted on the brutal killing of, the Fulani invading the farmland of this part of Oyo State. And he went there in person. And then from there, I remember vividly that John Igboho said, that is concerned about his people who the Fulani are becoming a menace to. Gradually, they started talking him into this Yoruba agitation. I want to say evidently and I want to say firmly with no apology and no sense of difference to any goddamn person that Yoruba agitators or Yoruba agitation or whatever Yoruba nation is an unrealistic reality. I maintain the position that whatever they call themselves, the Yoruba agitations, is a good plan, is a good intention that is not planned for. At all. Like, who in his right senses is trying to have an autonomy of power by making noise on social media? Who exactly are you fighting for? The agitators. Who are they fighting for? The Yoruba nation. No, that's not true. So this seems like a cognate effort that is not channeled into something. They are making so much effort. I think they are just stuck from the area of just having a wish and not pushing it to aim for something sensible, something cognate, something specific. And in the course of this, lives are being lost. People are losing their life over a set of people, unfortunately, a set of minority out of the minority. Because I don't even know how to strike this. Yoruba agitators are not doing anything sensible at the moment. They have not. And they want to go, by history of this. I'm highly disappointed in Yoruba. Why would I say I'm even disappointed? I'm not disappointed. They have never made any sense to me. Because see, is it a good idea to seek for autonomy? Yes. Is it a good idea to seek that everybody, as much as I want one Nigeria, see, yes, one Nigeria, but then if Nigeria is not working, Nigeria has deteriorated to this point. Nigeria, there's no explanation for it. Nigeria is not working. So if anyone, any group, any clan, any tribe wants to feel like they want to seek their independence and they believe that they can function better and they will have a better rights and better provision for their people, brilliant. So the issue is not the intention. The issue is not the decision. The issue is the plan. What are you doing to work out your intentions? Nothing. Man. Now, unfortunately, this man burning with passion has been lured into this madness. Yoruba nation, brilliant idea. But the modality in getting the Yoruba nation is lame, is sickening, is weak, and is stupid. I come to a point of conclusion to submit that the Yoruba nation is an unrealistic idea. I believe strongly that Yorubas, as a clan, they are not ready for Yoruba nation. And I will prove it to you. Unfortunately, this is my anger. This is the second time. I face reality. This is the second time that this man is being invaded like this. The second time, this is the second time that this man is being attacked. Hey, èèyàn kan kì í jáwàdé o. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Èèyàn kan kì í jáwàdé. Nígbà. Is at the end of the day, everybody to himself now. All of the nuisances in diaspora, they are running their mouth. They are using social media, keyboard warriors, to be doing. How many of them are stepping out in the face of it? This is the same man that is being pushed. Okay, let's come down to Yoruba nation. Before I go to Sunday Igboho, Yoruba nation. If Yoruba today want to have an autonomy of power and want to be an independent nation of their own, who are those that should be at the front line? Who? Everybody that has the capacity to do so are not involved in this agitation. See, let me explain to you. It's just like you want to sponsor somebody's child to go to private school. Over your scholarship. Bye-bye. Ó lóun fẹ́ kó máa dáko. Ó wá láti kó lọ university. Bó o sanwó school ẹ̀, o kàn san dànù ni. Torí oko yẹn ló sì máa jí sí láàárọ̀. As long as tó bá ṣì wà nílé bàbá ẹ̀, the only way you can give such child education is to take custody of the child. The leaders of the Yorubas, they have enslaved the Yoruba people. They have sold the rights and the privileges and the voice of the Yoruba nation long ago, not be today. They've sold it. Now, I would have thought that the only way for us to have this autonomy is to first of all disintegrate, get into these leaders, win people over. This is a popularity vote. This is a people's game. Until you win the leaders of the Yorubas to share the objective, until the Yorubas are coming together to speak with one voice and have the same agenda, Yoruba nation remains a mirage. It remains a joke. You gather yourself, as far as I'm concerned, as a pressure group. You want to get Yoruba nation, but the only thing they have successfully done is to fight the same Yoruba that they are claiming to fight for. Affected by Yoruba nation. But all you have done is to attack the Yoruba leaders. Nobody in this agitation is in the place of power. Nobody in this agitation is in the place of government. Oh, they lied to you that the people is stronger than the government. No, it doesn't work like that. You cannot win by argument. You have to win by action. You have to win by strategy. Those who win battle don't win because they have the strongest soldier. Those who win battle win because they have the best strategy to win. Meanwhile, you don't have strategy, you don't have idea. For nothing sake, for freaking nothing sake. No sensible action. Now, this is my anger. Life are being wasted at the cost of your foolishness. Now, Sunday Igboho is a very good man who has passion for people. Sadly, I think it's been taken for granted. I think they're leveraging on the passion of this man to drive him into what is they are not ready to do. You don't attack him. Now let's set certain things in motion. These don't sound right, but this is the truth. This is the truth. Anything affected by Yoruba nation, Abi, they invaded his house the first time successfully. Not a single person was apprehended. Not a single consequence went for it. Now, DSS came to his house again, successfully killed 2 people. Only one soldier was shot in the hand, and they said he is fully recovered. Nothing happened. My question is this. You that you want to fight against the government, what are the measures that you have taken? What are the measures? That just doing live video. If they can successfully invade somebody like Sunday Igboho, Ikuto Paki Koju, then who else is safe out of all of you? What have you done so far? Because the best form of attack is defense. All this while, what have you been doing to secure yourself? So the attack is the first one. And now, that first one did not become a precedent and an awakening for them to safeguard and protect themselves. They just came to his house, just truly, and invaded him like that, and opened fire, and nothing was done. So, but he won't invade the first time here. It's not an awakening for them to put certain measures in place. There is no single CCTV camera that could cover the incident of yesterday. Not one. Not a single CCTV footage in the house of somebody who is at the front line of fighting a government. It's like you guys are joking. They are seeing government as a person. See, the government have the trappings, the capacity, the capability, and the mechanism to trap down anyone that they find as a threat who is seeking anarchy, they begin to find as a threat to the government. Gbogbo bandi, gbogbo bante, gbogbo ogun then so láti ọjọ́. She Sunday Igboho said, Ọlọ́run gbàgbára fún wọn, he can disappear, he can reappear. See, for rubbish lense. If you want to make a good statement, it's not by Facebook rather. It's not by that. You could have, at least by now, kí Sunday Igboho kó ti yọ sí Buhari lọ́fíìsì, Igboho ìdáwà lọ́fíìsì, kó kàn yọ sí níwájú ẹ̀ lórí tébù báyìí ni, kó kan lápá kan, tó bá kan lápá kan, á sọ gẹ́gẹ́, jẹ́ kó rí ẹ pé mo wọ́n ọ̀nà ẹni. Lọ gbé Yorùbá nation lẹ̀. Lápá ẹ̀ kan, kó di bí 1 week later, kó yọ sí gbàm, kó disappear, kó yọ sí Ọ̀ṣínbàjò báyìí. Pé jẹ́ kó rí ẹ pé o. Kó fún ní fọ́ọ̀rùn, kó sáré làǹgò lọ́wọ́ ọ̀rùn báyìí. Kó má pa wọ́n. Kó fún ní gò lọ́rùn báyìí. Kó disappear. Ààrẹ. Sunday Igboho ma calm down. One fool, I just listened to one fool now, out of all of these stupid agitators, was saying that Moses ní Bible náà bó ṣe jà fún òmìnira Israel nìyẹn. Moses náà ò kàwé. Moses ò kàwé kọ́gbọ́n orí. You think Moses got the freedom for Israelites by just going to Pharaoh's palace to talk? No. There was a demonstration of power. Vivid. Pharaoh woke up one day and saw that every firstborn in the city are dead. Right in the face of Pharaoh, he called his magician, they throw snake down. One man throw his rod down, rod turned to snake and swallow snakes right in his face. Facebook ni Pharaoh ni Moses fi gba freedom from Pharaoh lọ́wọ́ Pharaoh ni. Na just talk. You are comparing Sunday Igboho to Moses. Are you serious? Moses was able to get the freedom for the Israelites by demonstration of power. Àwọn ògùn tẹ́ sọ pé ní láti jọ Igbo ló wà. Tọ́kàn lè carry Sunday Igboho mọ́lé just like that. Àwọn idol yẹn ṣe wọ́n sùn ní abẹ́ fún wọn lẹ́nẹsí tó pọ̀ jù. Because you see, that's the only way forward. That's the only way. You are such a minority. Moses plagued the entire Egypt. Plagued the entire Egypt one night. Termites. Only one. Kodegba no. There is no oppressor that releases you freely. There is no oppressor, a capitalist, that will just release you by Facebook posts. No, they will fight you at all costs. Even when Moses has plagued the land of Egypt, all their firstborn died, including the firstborn of Pharaoh. Pharaoh decided to say, let them go. Even when he let them go, they didn't go far. He still sent his army to pursue them. Even though that God intervened and drowned Pharaoh in the Red Sea, they will still hold them captive again. Want to move on again. So don't come and tell me that Moses Okawe, Ogba Israel, Egypt, and Sunday go no, eti ya wele. Eye mislead àwọn èèyàn, yeti àwọn èèyàn sí nǹkan tí ó dá. Yoruba nation is cool, yeah. You want Yoruba nation, fine. But what are you doing? What are you doing? One fool will just sit down in London and sit in the living room and just be staring people. First of all, these are people who don't even know the provision of law. See, as of today, Yoruba nation can exist tomorrow. As of today, it is called Nigeria. There is rule of law. The government have the mechanism, have the power. The first thing you need to do is to gain people that, if you like, have 1 million masses, have 100 billion masses believing in your agitation. You need some people, just one people, some individuals who have been privileged to be at the corridor of power to speak for you. See, you don't get nation by fighting on the street, by protesting, all this, that. Till today, as we speak today, the motion for Yoruba nation has not been moved at the House of Senate. The only time you take to the streets is when the thing has been taken to the legislative arms, and then you have senators who are speaking for the Yoruba nations. There are about 5-6 states in the Yoruba. Each of the states have at least 3 senators. None of them is moving this motion at the Senate. None of them is, who is this fool? Amos Obitas. I am not fighting for Yoruba nation. I am not with them. I don't believe in them. So why do I have to come out? Come out and do what? That's all you people do. Come and attack people on social media. That's all you do. That's all you do. And people are losing their life. One man is just being attacked for no reason. So many people just died. This is madness. Lagos, Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Ekiti, Ondo. Those are 6 states that have at least 3 senators. 3 senators each, at least. Lagos have more than that. None of your senators is moving the motion for regional autonomy for the Yoruba nation. None of them. Because that is the first constitutional step to take. It is when you have tried legality, you try to go by the rule of law to fight for your cause, to plead your cause, and it is not, it is disregarded. That is when you want to adopt any other thing to take to the street and to do any other thing, and you should be ready for it. Only Brooklyn on Nigeria, and I will tell you why I'm hungry. Tell me that senator who is with your agitation. Chief Sunday Igboho, I want to speak with you real quick. I thank God for your passion. I respect you. You are a man of honor. But don't let these motherfuckers push you. Don't let them toss you around. The Yoruba are not ready for freedom. Period. They are not ready. I repeat, they are not ready. All these fool, all these diaspora munu that are running their mouth, let them come home. See, at least in that house today, the Yoruba tribe, we have nothing less than 20 to 25 senators. The process, you should have to follow the legal way first until it's proven abortive before you can be taken. Till today, with all the noise you are making, nothing was presented to the house. So, till today, no motion has been moved for Yoruba Nation. No motion has been moved. So therefore, because see, government have Ìjọba jàre yín òṣìlẹ́ńṣe. Ìjọba jàre yín as at now. Tí wọ́n bá gbà Sunday Igboho lẹ́yìn, they will charge him for treasonable felony. It's a death sentence offense or life imprisonment, depending on the count. If they get him today, one sort of deadhead, deadbeat motherfuckers are just staying on in the comfort of their zone, of their homes, and they are just writing shit and tweeting nonsense. And you are stirring people up and just pushing people to have a wrong objective, and you are wasting the life of innocent people for your own foolishness. Let's not be emotional about certain things. What have they done but that is, in line with provision? Until those things are proven abortive, then you can adopt. Violence is never a route to get anything done. It should, so that by the time they arrest you, because they will arrest you, it's Nigeria. It's government. It's not about Nigeria. It's government. One person cannot fight government. It is impossible. But if you will not set the tribunal. By the time you now get to tribunal to plead your cause, you will have a claim to say, okay, the Yoruba nations, it won't be you again. If your senators are with you, if all your leaders are with you, the Yorubas are on the same page. Who goes to battle without first keeping his house together? That person must be a fool. A very few minority of the Yorubas are coming to run their mouth on social media. And the entire Yorubas are just looking at you like, Kilo Shawele. Kilo Shawele. I feel sorry for that Chief Sunday Igboho because you see, he's a man that is very straightforward. I am sad because I heard him when he said, "Go to the Yoruba Nation," that which is fair enough. At this point in time, Nigerian government has failed the people. So everyone who is protecting himself and his people has a right to do so. People should protect themselves. But you see, the way they canvass him and talk him into this Yoruba nation nonsense is my anger, and he fell for it. Unfortunately, he's a man that is full of passion and emotion, that his emotion now is leading me astray. And leading him astray. Even if they arrest you today, you will be able to go to the tribunal. The world is watching. The whole, government body all over the world cannot support your agitation right now because you are anti-government group. By constitution, you are doing things that is anti-government. You are committing a crime every day. It's called anarchy. It's called treason. You are guilty of all of this charge. But if you get to tribunal today, the world is watching. The whole, world bodies will know that, okay, what present here? These people are saying we want to go. The British who brought us together in the first place, they are not stupid. They will say, okay, they presented it to the House, the thing was passed, you were able to get the vote of the House, because that's how it works. The same way you people know how to, your senators know how to take millions of naira, Ghana must do, to go and share among the senators, for them to support them and pass their bill. That's the same way your bill is supposed to be pushed and funded for the House to support it. If they have a larger number of people who vote for this bill and this bill is passed and it got the right votes, and then the government rule against it, then the government has committed a crime. If the bill for Yoruba Nation has been on the floor of the House, and you do everything to get the vote, and they got 2/3 of the vote, that's what the Constitution says, and then the government, the federal government, rule against it, then the government has committed a crime. As at right now, the Yoruba Nation is committing a crime, a grievous crime against the government. A grievous crime. Nothing measurable has been done other than talking shit online. Nothing measurable has been done. Nothing measurable. None of the senators in the Yoruba nations have been able to have the balls enough. So, Chief Sunday Igboho, I am sorry to ask you this question. If those who are the corridor of power, if those who are the leaders of Yoruba nation are not doing anything measurable, are not supporting you on this course, why do you want to risk your life, waste the life of people around you? Because right now you're just going to turn to a fugitive. You can't even come boldly outside and walk as a free man. Why do you want to make yourself a global criminal? Because this Yoruba nation, they are not ready. You want to fight for the people. Let me quote Sunday Igboho some 6 years back in one of his videos. I don't know if so many of you see it. I will look for it. The man said, Ijota won baba wabati shetan. No, they have not done nothing. Who moved the motion? Who present the bill at the Senate? Who is the person? When did they present it? That the whole world did not know. No, now we are not daft. I remember that Sunday Igboho said some 6 years ago that Ijota won baba wabati shetan. Láti jẹ́ ká jà fún Yorùbá, gbogbo wa máa bọ́ ta kọ́kọ́, àwọn ò ní ìlàjà kọ́kọ́ sọ fún wa pé ẹ go ahead. He was insisting then 6 years ago that the only reason why Yoruba have been oppressed is that our fathers have not given us go ahead to fight. Excuse me, sir, they have still not given you the go ahead. Why are you fighting for people who are not? See, oh, lè máa jà fún èèyàn tí ò ready. Like, see, there is no way you will get freedom for people who want to be in bondage. Period. The Yorubas want to be in bondage. They want to be in bondage. Why do this man who has lived a very perfect life, who is respected in his community, want to frustrate his own life with his own self? You are putting your life at risk, you are putting the life of your family at risk, you are putting the life of your children at risk. It's not worth it. What are the, okay, now let's look at it. Enter for Yoruba nation. But the only people you have been able to fight so far are the same Yoruba people. You are fighting the Yorubas and the Yoruba leaders. Anybody just advise you that it doesn't sound well to you, you attack them. How can you say you are fighting to get a Yoruba nation and you fought Obasanjo, you attack Oni of Ife, you attack Tinubu, you attack somebody like Adeboye who have more than 4 million people seated in his church every month. 4 million people. 4 million. Out of those 4 million, at least 3.5 are Yorubas. Go. One man that his voice, just one of his voice, can go a long way in the reality of what you're trying to for. You attack him. You attack who else? Everybody that matters. Anything counts. Anything were insignificant. Are now shouting, mumbling. You are now mumbling. I'm a Jafomi Yoruba. Yes, good idea. But kill our strategy they put in place. What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to fight for Yoruba nation, but you are fighting the Yorubas. What you are doing is committing a death sentence criminal offense. It's called treason. And then again, you guys just don't feel. How can you say you are fighting for Yoruba nation and you are fighting somebody like Gani Adams? You have a problem with you want to come and protest in Lagos. You already have a problem with what's the name of that one? MC Oluomo. Don't risk the life of the people. And to me about boom, go to protest Lola. And to ban share, go tell them go to protest. Mothers, call your children. Let them not deceive you. There's nothing called Yoruba nation. And shit called Yoruba nation. This is the same madness you people did during NSAS. This is the same madness you did during NSAS. Nigeria, hear this. Don't let anybody use you as sacrificial animal for a battle they are not ready to fight. Don't let anybody use your children as sacrificial animal. It's not about people dying. People can die. See, to every revolution, there will be bloodshedding, period. But until we get to a point of if I perish, I perish. Until you get to the point of if I perish, I perish. Let nobody instigate unnecessary action that will waste the life of the people. This is the foolishness they did during NSAS. All of them, staring people. Hey, NSAS, hey, police brutality. People believed you. They have never been in the history of Nigeria that the people were able to unanimously speak with one voice and come together like that. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria. Youth trooped out. People stepped out. All these deadhead celebrity were instigating people to step out. The protest was going. That's the longest protest we've ever had in the history of Nigeria. Brilliant. Some of us have been like, oh yes, Nigeria is okay. I came outside all over the world. We organized a protest here in Maryland. Woo! What did we see? You guys threw everybody in the garbage. The day, just one attack from the government, just one day, the police came there to shoot. It was brutal. Guess what? First of all, celebrities were addressing people on the stage like this. AY and one other person, they just came down from the stage, went backstage. Don't forget, they all live in Lekki. But not up to 5 minutes, they came down from the stage. Police came and opened fire. None of them was present. Did anybody preempt these people about police coming to shoot? Did they know something that they did not tell the people? Remember what they are saying. Everybody hold your hands together. When they come, we'll face them. When they come, we'll stand together. Just bend down and raise your flag. You are sensitizing people to do what you're not ready to do. By the time they came to open fire, no celebrity was there except the switch. And I'm sure maybe the information did not get to on time. The rest of them, not that they escaped. They were not there at all. They have escaped. They have left before police arrived. Did they all know? Fast, all of them. AY, all of them. They were not there. That's not the point. Police came and opened fire. People died. Quite all right. Let's stop standing up and coming out for what we're not ready for. Guess what happened? The next day, and we're saying revolution now. The next day, all of the celebrity, they sit down in their house and they started doing that video. Everybody stay in your house. We will map out of that strategy. We don't want to lose people. And sharing. So I wanted to cool and they just died in vain for nothing. People were being arrested until today. You innocent youth are in prison for your foolishness. That lady that just gave birth, okay, when I release the Bimo, they are still in prison. Who is speaking for them till now? If they shoot one day, one night, and you are going to come out tomorrow and say, everybody stay in your house, let nobody come out, that's madness. That's not revolution. Until we get to the point of, if I perish, I perish. Let them come and shoot 100 people today, and we step out tomorrow and say, no way, we're still ready to die. That's when we're ready for revolution. I'm not saying anybody should die, but if we're not ready for it, let's not do it. Until we get to the point of, if I perish, I perish. Let's stop. Are you people mad? Go and read about the apartheid in South Africa. Go and see how people are marching like this. Boom, 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 boom. And they are shooting them right in the face. They are dropping them, and the people behind are still walking. Boom, boom. Ota Toma turning Nukini soldier new. And the people will still be going like this. So you waste the life of innocent youths for nothing. The next day, all of you stay in your room and say, please stay in your house. So ìgbà tẹ́ ń protest yẹn mọ̀ pé government ò wúlò, and government will. Were you not thinking that they will come and attack? There was no measure, no security, nothing for these people, and they just come and open fire and kill people ruthlessly, put tears and pain and weeping in some families. That's not the point. But if they die for a just cause, if the cause of which their death is achieved, then they have not died in vain. If the cause of what they died for is being followed to the last, then their death worth it. They will be heroes of freedom. But the next day, people want Sani. People want Yani. But the only time they want to come out to demonstrate again, macaroni. Ìgbájú méjì náà fún nǹkan ṣe ní nǹkan sáré ṣe ní o. Macaroni came and say, my people, please. It's madness. Let's stop wasting the life of people for a cause that we are not ready to fight. Let's stop wasting the life of our people for a cause that we are not ready for. This is Yoruba agitation. Agitation is wisdom, not fight. You don't win by argument. You win by action. I don't know who you expect to follow you when you say you want to fight for Yoruba nation. You have attacked all the Yoruba leaders. All the Yoruba leaders. All of them. You need people. Until Yoruba internally can speak with one voice to say this is what we want to do, then we are not ready to do anything. Leave it the way it is. It's bad. Yes, we know it's bad. But listen, the best you can do is to fight for yourself or fight for your family or fight for your city. That's the best you can do. These people aren't ready. Chief Sunday Igboho, please don't let these people waste you and steal your peace and run your energy for nothing. The Yorubas are not ready. Olórí burúkú làwọn leader Yorùbá. Unfortunately, I want to agitate you ní làákàyè ẹyọ kan báyìí. Until the first step of action is to win your leaders over. Until you are able to win your leaders over, you are not ready for agitation. You are not ready. You are not ready. You don't agitate on Facebook, on Twitter. No. The agitation cannot be on social media. Kini kan show to bí àkọ́bí òkú yẹn. Koiki will sit down in London and be running his mouth, attacking everybody, cursing everybody at èpè. Ẹ wá àwọn tó sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ lọ hijack border. Ẹ wá àwọn tó sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ lọ take over. Àwọn fẹ́ take over port authority. You want to do this, you want to do that. Very soon. Gbogbo kini wọn máa gbọ́, wọ́n máa ṣe kini kan, wọ́n máa gbà. Wo èèyàn tó lákìkanjú tó ní nǹkan tó lọ́wọ́ tó jẹ nǹkan síkùn tó ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe kì í ṣẹnu bolobolo. It's action, not argument. It's action, not wúrowúro. You are attacking all your leaders. And you want to get the Yoruba nation. Get it for who? If you get the Yoruba nation today, what are the structure that has been in place? There's a flag, Abi. There's a stupid. That is what are the measures? What is the structure that will be in place? If they give the Yoruba nation today, that will be the beginning of their problem because you are not ready for it. It will come to you suddenly. You just run your mouth. Some fools will just be typing shit on their keyboard, and that's how you want to get agitation. I am highly surprised. I am highly disappointed that they can even go to Sunday Igboho's house just like that We did not hear that 10 soldiers are dead. See, Ewo, the impression that you to join. I would have thought that DSS would come to Sunday Igboho's house anytime. By now, we are going to buy the lower by. Come back up and lower by. Kí ló ń ṣe ń wine. I was raised in a community where they don't use soldier for security. They use some Baba don't show street wa. Kò lè darí. Kò ń show nothing. Tó bá ti rìn lálẹ́ báyìí. A dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ bí tó rìn nǹkan ẹ̀ sí. Ó ń lọ sùn ní. Security late. See, in our home house growing up, we have a security and Hausa man. Ó máa ń ṣáájú wa sùn. A máa gbà irú wèrè wo lélẹ̀. Ẹ wo bàbá lọ́dẹ dàgbà. Ó máa ń ṣáájú wa sùn. A dẹ̀ sọ fún yín pé wọn bí olùdàgbọ́ mi dáadáa olè wà lè wá rí o. Wọ́n máa lọ left house. Our house is the biggest house on that street. They will go to the house and then they go to that. They did not come to our house. Wọn bí wọn lè rí ni. I would have thought that DSS will come to Sunday Igboho's house today. Pé wọ́n wọlé lásán gbẹ̀. Ó wò ó fẹ́ okú pin ni. Ó yẹ kán ṣe máa gbálẹ̀ báyìí. Káwọn ká máa ṣe fídíò máa pé àwọn DSS tó wá yìí o. Àwọn náà ń gbálẹ̀ yìí o. Tẹ́kẹ́ máa kàn sùn gbálẹ̀ ṣe ń wáìn ni. Yorùbá ni wá náà. So don't buy the boss till Sunday Igboho, yours truly, and they just go scot-free, arrest everybody. Hey, do agitation will be the go let's open and by now, that's how you say you are fighting for shit. Okay, kan ṣe máa jí pé ó yá kan ti gbálẹ̀ 48 hours kẹ́mi wọ́n ti fúyẹ́. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ lóògùn láti join? Ẹni Odùduwà máa ṣe kinní kan wọ́n ti rẹ́ lágbára tó Sunday Igboho ní wọn Ọlọ́run gbàgbára fóun ni ayíbo lẹ́tí ìgbà ó lẹ́nu plan láti lágbára yẹn. Agbára yẹn ṣé wọn ẹ ti deactivate káwọn DSS tó dé ni. Somebody said one foolish thing, one thing that don't make sense. I've been reading so many madness that they're writing. Sunday Igboho was the one who asked the people not to attack because they say their government come and law against them. Somebody burst into your residence at 1 a.m. midnight. Did they write DSS on their face? Somebody burst into your residence with fully armed. You will now say your people should not fight back because they are governments. Oh, they show you ID. When they came in, they say, "Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, we are DSS, we came." No, they didn't do that. They came with attack. There's no way. That's nonsense. Don't let anybody fool you by saying, it's not the world, you don't want to fight back. That's trash. No, you can't fight them. You can't. You are forgotten. Maybe then you can't say the laser lane, you can't say sharpener. Everybody get everything get to. Say to Baja the DSS. Don't run in see release on the boo. Hey, no, my last one. These people, DSS, they're human beings. They're member of one family or the other. And they know the dexterity of their job. So, if I want to go as DSS, I'm going to look at the last one. I'm going to work alone. I'm going to work alone, man. If me, I would done DSS today, you think I would just be going there with just going with gun? No, now. Èmi náà máa ṣe máa mọ iṣẹ́ tí mo gbà máa ti pélé máa lọ sí àwùjì máa ti ní kó bá mi ṣàwọn kìíní yẹn sáyẹ́ǹsì yẹn. So let them stop. See, their arguments are baseless. Their arguments are baseless. Oh, he said they should not fight back so that they should not use against him. Oh, and people are being murdered in cold blood. No bullshit. They did not want to fight. They fought back. There was an exchange of fire. It was an open fire. They were apprehended. Period. Hands down. Period. Leather weapon. So clearly you are not ready. Clearly you are not ready. Stop misleading the people. Yoruba Nation, I support it. See, I'm not one of the people who support it because the only reason why I'm not supporting this is because I clearly see that you are not ready. Nigeria is not working. So if anybody feels that any tribe feels that they are going to do better for themselves by having an autonomy of power, so be it. But be ready. Be ready. Be ready. Sunday Igboho is our Moses. No, it's not. You guys need to go and study the antecedent of Moses. I ain't shade about Moses. Somebody will invade my house 1 a.m. midnight. I will say, oh, because it's government. If they didn't knock, did they come to your door and say, Coco, hello, who is there? He's with DSS. Yes, we are DSS from Abuja. No, they didn't come. They didn't come like that. They invade his residence. So don't come and tell us this trash. Oh, yeah, you didn't want to fight back. No, you ain't got shit. You ain't got shit. You're not ready. You're not ready. So please, let's not waste the life of people when we are not ready to fight a cause. You don't fight a cause by talking shit on social media. No. No, sir. No, sir. There are people who are still in prison today because of the demonstration of NSAS. They are still in prison today. Who is speaking for them? They are long forgotten. Eléyìí tó bímọ lẹ́gbọ́, wọ́n ṣe àìsàn yẹn lẹ̀. Àwọn tí ò bímọ yẹn, àwọn yẹn ṣe Ọlọ́run àbí? Àwọn tí wọ́n lóyún prison yẹn, wọ́n ṣe Ọlọ́run. Wọ́n yin ọlọ́pàá wá yìnbọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan, just one day. Protest ìparí. No, now, no. If you want to protest, let's know that this is what we want to do. Until we get to that point of if I perish, I perish. Nonsense and ingredients. Nonsense. Let's stop fooling around. Let's stop this nonsense. My anger is the life that has been wasted for it. My anger is the life that you are wasting for it. Let's please stop this foolishness. Tó bá yẹ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ pé oògùn lẹ́fẹ́ lóye Odùduwà máa gbé wá kíní kan ó yẹ kẹ́ ti lọ gba àwọn kíní yẹn nífẹ̀ẹ́. By now ọ̀rọ̀ máa ṣe é sọ tí Sunday Igboho bá ti disappear Abuja ńjọ́ kan tó wọnú ọ́fíìsì Buhari báyìí one on one pé Buhari mo wí fún ọ mo ní kó gbé Yorùbá nation lẹ̀ kó fọ́ kẹ̀kẹ́ báyìí kó falà kan yọ kí là yẹn di pankẹ́rẹ́ kó fún Buhari níbi 16 strokes láàrin orí káàrí president báyìí kó rí ẹ̀ lé kó disappear padà lẹ́yìn ọ̀sẹ̀ kan kó yọ ọjọ́ sí báàjò lásán nínú toilet tó ti ń bó game kó mú kó kápá ẹsẹ̀ yìí nǹkan wẹ̀ kan pé ẹ lọ gbé Yorùbá nation lẹ̀ à ń sọ fún yín àbáyé ṣeré wọ́n máa behave o gbàyẹn lóògùn wà o action ni o gbàyẹn lóògùn wà o ìgbà yẹn mo máa mọ̀ pé nǹkan tá à ń sọ yes we no play even the people will be motivated to support you. People will be motivated to know that okay there is right support system but who want to follow you? Mo fẹ́ máa hàn wèrè tó fẹ́ jáde protest pẹ̀lú ní lọ́la. No, for real. Kò tí yọ sí Lai Muhammed yẹn Lai Muhammed tó sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ dẹ̀ irú Lai Muhammed yẹn irú Lai Muhammed kẹ̀ wàá jí lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì báyìí ni láyò dìde jókòó ó parọ́ kan lọ́sàn-án yá tún sọ lójú mi kẹ́ yàgbẹ́lẹ̀ báyìí kẹ́ ní kó máa jẹ́ kẹ́ máa ṣe fídíò ẹ̀ yóò yá tó bá ti bí ìyá rẹ̀ tún sọ rubbish lọ́la sójọ́ mi tí president ló ń gbé kó lọ parọ́ á ronú pé àti ọ̀wọ́ yẹn bá tún yọ sí mi ńkọ́ there is no revolution that doesn't come with demonstration of power. There is no revolution that comes freely. Nobody gets revolution by protesting on the streets. There is no revolution that happens by street demonstration. There are two ways to get revolution. It's either you follow the legal process by presenting a bill and it's being discussed, negotiated, and then there was a referendum for an autonomy of power. Or when that phase, until when that phase, following the legal process for an autonomy fails, then you go to demonstration of power new. And that is the state where you are gotten to the point of, if I perish, I perish. Now, before you do that, you will have tightened your house, get everybody on the same page. Báwo lẹ ṣe rò pé ẹ fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation tẹ́ ẹ bá antagonize irú àwọn Ọbásanjọ́ ní Ifẹ̀ Tinubu àwọn wèrè yín ni àwọn èèyàn kan bí 1 million lè ń bẹ́ sí. Àwọn bàbá Yorùbá wọn ò support yín ibi tẹ́ ti tẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ tèmi níbi mo ti gbọ́ pé even kí ló ń pa àwọn military oníkùnlá yẹn àwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn they are not even with you. If ordinary Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn But they are seen as the security system of the Yoruba clan. If Amotekun is not with the Yoruba agitators, who are they? Who come and share one with Danu? Who come and share one Danu? Ẹ jẹ́ káwọn wèrè tó wà ní diaspora máa tì yín o. Olórí burúkú wọn ò lọlé o. Kán lọlé kán lọ máa sọ shit. If ordinary Amotekun is not with the Yoruba agitators, they are not fighting for you. They are not working hand in hand with you. Chief Sunday Igboho, I beg you in the name of God, leave Yoruba agitators alone. They are not ready. It's almost too late, but I wish there's anything you can do. It's almost too late. The only thing you can do right now is to secretly begin to seek all these Yoruba leaders, all this power that be. Let them know they are going to speak for you at federal level and back off. Stay the fuck away. Like, back off. These people are not ready. It's not a bad thing to fight for Yoruba nation. It's not a bad thing for us to have Yoruba nation, but they are not ready. They said the protest tomorrow has been cancelled. He said no, we are going to protest tomorrow. London ló dé wá. Èèyàn kan ìjáwádé o. Wọ́n fọ́ lẹ́kì ní wọ́n fọ́ lẹ́kì G-Wagon náà fọ́ yàmàyàmà náà fọ́ gbogbo G-Wagon bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Olùsí Koiki tó ń ṣẹnu òsì tó ń ṣe fídíò. Gbogbo ikọ̀ ọmọ ènìyàn ò lè ra side mirror G-Wagon. Nígbà ní London. Nígbà ó dẹ̀ wá London. That man is passionate and they are taking advantage of his passion. Any kan ló mọ̀ o. It is him that they invaded his house the first time. It is him that they invaded his house the second time. Don't let them use you. Don't let them use you. These people are not ready. The Yorubas are not ready for this revolution. Sit back, face your life, do things for your family. Protect yourself. Tell him mobile man loan. Mobile ṣe máa ń lọ ni. Torí tí wọ́n bá lè invade ilé Sunday Igboho, tó ń dẹ̀ ṣe irú damage yẹn. Dẹ̀ fẹ́ kémi join ni. Ṣé n crazy ni? Tí alógun yóò lóògùn Ọlọ́run Jésù gbọ́ lóògùn. Or you don't have enough to fight the cause you are fighting. It is government, like federal government. You want to fight against the government of the strongest nation in Africa. It's like you people are mad. You do not measure your risk. You want to fight against the government of the strongest nation in Africa. Hear me. You want to fight against the government that has the best land army in the world. Maybe you guys don't do your statistics. Nigeria have the best land army in the world. Their land army is better than any army, including America, including United Kingdom, including anywhere. Go online and do your research very well. Air Force, Navy, one that develop, but land army. Nigeria have the best land army in the world, and that is the government you want to fight. A government that has the trappings, the mechanism, the workforce, the man force, the capacity and the capability to render you clear overnight. You don't win such governments by demonstration. You win by tactical negotiation. Get those that matter. Get those that matter. Those are the people you are fighting in your day. Those that matters. Get them involved. The more you get people involved, the more you are closer to reality. The more you get them involved, the more you are closer to reality. They will logically negotiate until the government negates the plea, until the government negate the vote, the bill at the house, and then it will become a criminal offense on the government. Until you get those that matter involved. Get those that matter involved. Get those that matter. Embu ni Ofife, Embu Obasanjo, Embu Tinubu, Embu Adeboye, ẹ̀dẹ̀fẹ́ gba Yorùbá Nation. YouTube ni Yorùbá Nation máa wà. Facebook ló máa wà. No, now. Stop wasting the life of people. Tẹ́lẹ̀ irú àwọn Báyọ̀lá tó wà Manchester. Tó jẹ́ pé tó bá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ wọn á dé wọn á lọ mọ yan Bukky Jesse. Àwọn ẹlẹ́ ń tẹ̀lé lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ wọn gba Yorùbá Nation. Irú àwọn Báyọ̀lá, we are getting Yorùbá Nation. Má jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. And why I get on one you don't move Manchester? Rubbish. Ẹ̀gbọ́n máa cast yín. Máa cast yín. Koiki is in London. Sunday Igboho is declared wanted. How do you want to outrun government? How do you want to outrun government? I am worried for this man. I don't care about any other person. I am worried for this man. And now, King Cyrus, Bayola, that man called Bayola. On top of Bukit, they are together. They live together. In fact, their house is like 5 buildings apart. At the bond intelligence board, but when you can cast that one. Bayola, they live together, or they are on the same streets. On the job at the pearl. No, but on the serious note, I'm not being. I don't want. I'm not. There's no joke. I can't even sleep. I can't sleep. I'm like, they're fooling this man, and he's fooling himself. So what? Yeah. Yorùbá tó lóun jà fún jẹ́ tó bá délé wọn á blame ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn wèrè yìí máa sá lọ àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan àbí kí ló pe rẹ̀ kó ìkékeré nìkan wọ́n máa sá lọ àwọn bàbá Yorùbá yà wá blame ẹ̀. There should be somebody that should be able to speak for you if you land in trouble. Why in this course you land yourself in trouble? Somebody should be able to speak for you at the corridor of power. Somebody should be able to speak for you. Everybody who can speak for you in the place of power. You have antagonized them. You've attacked them. You've demeaned them. Okay. She's on the go with Joe. Yorùbá nation ìwọlẹ̀ ń jà fún gangan. Ṣé Yorùbá nation tí gbogbo àwọn ọba Yorùbá ò sí pẹ̀lú yín? Àbí Yorùbá nation bí àwọn baálé àwọn ọba dìdìrín kan àwọn ọba tẹ́kẹ́ local government chairman ló sọ sálárì wọn bóyá àwọn yẹn lè ń jà fún. Àbí Yorùbá nation tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n dá security system múlẹ̀ tán dá Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn lẹ̀ tipátipá táwọn security force wọn wà pẹ̀lú yín. Àbí Yorùbá nation tó jẹ́ kí gbogbo senator at least 3 in this state gbogbo senator tó yẹ kó move bill tẹ́ kó move motion for autonomy of power gbogbo senator tẹ́ kó move motion for regional autonomy. They are not in support of you. Àbí Yorùbá nation tí gbogbo àwọn political leaders have firmly says that they are not with you. Are this the same nation you are fighting for? Or there is another motive? Because you see, you can't fight for somebody, you can't fight a freedom for somebody who wants to be enslaved. And somebody needs to tell Sunday Igboho that you cannot fight for people that want to remain a slave. Slavery is a mindset. It's called slave mentality. And Yoruba nation have it. Until everybody will arise and come to the same page and come to this point, dude, don't waste your life. Don't risk your family. You've done well for yourself, man. Which Yoruba nation are you fighting for? Yoruba nation either. Yoruba nation, wọ́n fẹ́ give Yoruba nation lẹ́ni. Àwọn wo ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀? Ṣáwọn Koiki ni. Àwọn Fani-Káyọ̀dé jẹ́ pé ńgbà ayé Àbáṣà ó yá ni. Bọ́ksà ló fi yá kó dájà. Kò dúró náà, Fani-Káyọ̀dé yẹn. Ó yá ni now. Fani-Káyọ̀dé is a bloody ass coward. All he knows is to change wife every 2 years. Who the hell is Fani-Káyọ̀dé? He's a nuisance. That was Fani-Káyọ̀dé when Nigeria was in the heat of fighting for freedom. If you have faced your own people, the Barakpas and the Oyo states fighting for your freedom, you will be doing well. You have credibility. No, but you are fighting to protect your own land. Yes, your people are with you. Yes, but sir, you are in the war front with armies who are divided against each other. You will lose effortlessly. You are going to war with armies who speak different language. You are at the war front with people who want to say, we want to remain here. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? No, is it worth it? Chief Sunday Igboho, is it worth it? Good plan, good motive, bad plan. Good motive, bad plan. Ẹ wá kó jumps of illiterates, ẹ kó wọn jọ, àwọn nincompoops, nuisance, bigots, deadhead individuals who do not even have a stake on their streets. They don't even have a stake on their street where they live in. You gather them to be fighting a government of the biggest nation in Africa. You gather nuisance. Pé àwọn kan ti ní òkìgbẹ́ kan, ànáwó kan, is all you want to. Okay, ogun yín ti short nísìn, ẹ wá dórí nǹkan tán ti kó lọ nísìn. How long will you take it to get that down? Gbogbo kìíní yẹn wà nínú ilé, wọ́n dẹ̀ wọlé, wọ́n dẹ̀ pààyàn, wọ́n dẹ̀ kó everybody easily bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. So that tells you are not ready. What do you take Nigerian government for? Oh, they said Dino is with them. Dino. Ṣé Yoruba nation là ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ni àbí wọ́n jẹ́ máa dó àwọn Nollywood celebrity là ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀? No, Dino báwo. We are not talking of how to be a sugar daddy. We are talking of how to fight for a regional autonomy, fight for a whole nation. Dino okay. What is Dino's relevance? Dino kan ti yọwọ́ ẹ̀ láwò tipẹ́tipẹ́. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Ogun mélòó lẹ ní jẹ́ ìgbà federal government jà? Commander-in-chief of the armed forces, Nigeria is the biggest nation in Africa. Not in economy, but in gbogbo nǹkan burúkú. Gbogbo nǹkan tó le Nigeria top ranking. Nigeria have the best land army in the world. Ìyẹn lẹ fẹ́ fi òkìgbẹ́ àkàràbà ẹ̀wọ̀n ṣọ̀pọ̀nà 2 day tẹ̀kàn níbi àbí mẹ́ta ìyẹn lẹ fẹ́ fi bàjá. Ó dà pé snazzy. Let's be realistic. You cannot start a revolution by violence. No, that's bullshit. You start it by negotiation. It's a numbers game. The more people you win over, the more reality you said. But guess what you are doing? Anyway, our common people come to advise and they have the contrary view. Lórí Yorùbá nation, ẹ̀bẹ̀ ẹ̀sìn ní bú wọn. Èpè yìí ni, ẹ̀yin wèrè. Èpè yín kí ló dé tí ó ṣe ti mú sójà? Èpè yìí ni. Yoruba will just say something different. Like, okay, what are you doing? This one is wrong. Èpè ni. Anybody who have a different view over any issue, you are attacking persons. You say you are fighting for Yoruba nation, but you are attacking Yorubas. People have lost trust and confidence in you long ago. One of the fundamental errors you made is for you to make mockery and attack somebody like Adeboye. This is not being religious. Adeboye in one meeting gathered more than 4 million people in that Lagos Expressway. 4 million. Sit down to listen to that man. Physically, I'm not talking of those who watch online. Not online, though. That man, by Guinness Book of Record, was rated as the most influential black man in the world of all time. The most influential black man. That means he has beat the record of Awolowo. He has beat the record of Awolowo. That is the only man who has become a VIP guest with the Queen of England. And guess what? He wasn't invited as a guest. He was invited as a speaker to come and pray at the Windsor. That man have more than 6 billion worshippers globally. 6 million worshippers globally on a Sunday. On a Sunday. And that is the man you think you can attack. Now, out of 4 million people that watch that man, that sit down, I'm not saying watching, I'm saying viewers, over 6 million watching globally, over 4 million sitting to watch Holy Ghost service. 4 million. Out of those 4 million and those 6 million watching online, 4 million are sitting to watch physically. Out of those 4 million, more than 3.5 are Yorubas. Here they attack. That one is an author of a book that sells 2 billion copy every year. Not one time, but every year. 2 billion copy. 2 billion copy every year. That's the same man you think you can make public mockery of. Not because he's a pastor, but because he's influential. Egoni. I'm ready for them. He said you should be getting ready for attack. Hey, I'm here. They will learn by force. Let them stop wasting the life of the people. You attack somebody like Adepoye, Egoni. That's the day I know that you have lost it. Oh, he's not supporting us. Is he supposed to support you? So Pastor Yekoma for him public support. How do you know he's not supporting you? Because he's not speaking publicly to favor you. Does not mean he's not supporting you. Don't you hear that silence makes consent? As long as he has not make any public statement to against you, why did you assume that he's not supporting you? His silence can actually mean consent. He's not against you. You trash him. Do you know the enormity of that? You lost credibility with millions of Nigerians, of Yorubas. Because see, this is a man who idolize him. Do you know how many people you say shit about him? In fact, they will not talk, they will not beat you again. You lost it. It's a numbers game. The more people you can gain to yourself, the more you'll be able to. And not hero, in your new, can you make a man win hero? In your new. The more people you can gain to yourself, you start any revolution by negotiation. You went to start it from the last thing. No. Violence and protest is the last resort for revolution. Your problem is that you have not studied history. You are comparing yourself to other demonstrations. Good, look at it all over the world. There's nobody get freedom without revolution. Revolution now. So revolution now. It's going in and out of prison. Revolution now. Go and study this country you are trying to model. Go and study them. Go and study them. Do you think Mandela was just taken to the streets and they're just protesting? And you saw the shooting, you saw the protest. Did you go and study how many times they are going in and out of parliament? Are you people mad? Do you know how many times? See, some people, until you get that thing right, you will, first of all, there will be negotiation. A bill will be presented, and then your bill is ignored, or your bill is presented, and then you get the vote of the 2/3 of the House, and then the government now overrule that bill. That is when you now take to protest. Till today, no bill was presented to the House for Yoruba Nation. Who is your senator? Which senator present the bill for Yoruba Nation? At what point? No, that means your action, every bit of your action and your communications are illegal, because the government can say, no, they didn't present anything. So you think you will just protest on the street and the president will say, I will not protest. I want Yoruba Nation. You got for Yoruba Nation. Oh yeah, wagba. Kalo ma lo gba gangan no yin na. Kalo ma lo gba. Don't you think that there are legalities, that documents, that official matters that will go in place? Are you people crazy? No bill was presented. So your actions are illegal. What you are doing is called treason. It's called anarchy. Each of these are death sentence offense. and life imprisonment offense. Go and read your constitution rights. Are you people mad? No. The noise making are the last resort. That's not where you begin. You begin from negotiation. Two things. First of all, win your people over. Everybody be on the same page, win the interest of the people, and then have those who are the corridor of power among you to begin to do the right thing. Until the right thing prove abortive, you will now take to protesting. And the reason why you are protesting is to get the attention of the global bodies. Now, right now, if they arrest Sunday Igboho today and they charge him for treason, is a life imprisonment offense. Which world body, which United Nations want to fight for you? Because you are committing an offense. If he goes to, yes, they've seized his passport. But if he manages his way to get to Germany today, German government will arrest him and hand him over to government like this. Because they will consider him a terrorist. Why? Because he has not fought for any cause other than committing criminal activity. Kí náà ti ṣe to follow the right processes and the legal procedures for this agitation. Kí ni wọ́n ti ṣe? Nothing significant. The protest is the last resort. But yes, those that are supposed to speak for you, let's go back to the history of Nigeria. Awolowo was just as passionate as Sunday Igboho. The only difference is that he's educated. Right? Awolowo was the premier of the Western Protectorate. He wants to, go all the way up and let it for Akintola. Akintola. It was the beef, the same Yoruba people that shank Awolowo. Somebody needs to tell Sunday Igboho history. When Awolowo wanted to fight for the Yoruba clan, he wanted to use his position to plead the interest of the Yoruba nation. Odegbe, Akintola lo shank. It was the beef between Awolowo and Ladoke Akintola that makes Awolowo's effort to become futile, that they were not able to achieve their objective. Maybe some of you need to go back to school and go and study government and politics. Who else has tried to fight for Yoruba nation, Yoruba clan, or the interest of the Yoruba? Bring me that person. Bring me that person. Abiola. Very good. Abiola was actually using his own fund to raise a movement that will favor the Yorubas. What happened to him? What significant change was he able to effect? Who are the people who shake the efforts of Abiola? Àwọn ẹni tí ó nẹ́kàn ni, àwọn Ládìpọ̀ díà ni. Yoruba are the enemy of Yoruba. Sunday Igboho receive sense. Don't let these people push you around. The Yorubas who are on ground, who have the power, they are not supporting you. I want we read diaspora. They are sending money for you to buy gun. Now, another nonsense that I heard. Then again, let them be responsible enough for their actions. They said man foolishness that I see people saying the weapon that they displayed, they didn't get it, they are not his weapon. They didn't get those weapons from his house. They actually gathered those things to lie against him. That is so coward in nature. That is so coward in nature. So somebody who wants to fight a government to get an autonomy of power, you are telling me that those few guns he find in his house, they are not even his. Then she. Siri, man, that's not a joke, man. Siri, So èèyàn tó fẹ́ jà fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá láti bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà. Your people are still saying those guns are not even his. Saying Yahweh. They took all those weapons in his house. So what? So this Yoruba agitators, they are even coward. They can't even write up to say, yes, there is our weapon. Ṣé bọ́ọ̀lù àwọn yẹn gan first of all? Àwọn AK-47 ayé ti bàjẹ́, àwọn kan tẹ́ ti fi rọ́bà báǹdì gbé. Ìbọn tí wọ́n sọ rọ́bà báǹdì mọ́. Ìbọn tí ò lè dá dúró tẹ́ fi rọ́bà báǹdì gbé yẹn. Àwọn yẹn ìbọn tó kó lè yín tẹ́ tún dì náà. Àwọn yẹn ìbọn tó kó lè Sunday Igboho ẹ̀dẹ̀ tún dì náà yẹn. It's a shame. It's a shame. Oh, those guns are not his. But you guys are saying they took money, but the gun are not his. That's coward. That's lame. That's bullshit. Your argument they are baseless. Now, Koiki is saying one thing that I think somebody need to call that Koiki. You know that. Koiki, I don't have a problem with him before, but since yesterday I have a problem with that guy. What I want Shiri. Koiki is making one lame argument that I want to confirm to you officially now. Then let him stop using that word. I want to confirm you officially. Officially what? What is official about everything you are doing? Nothing you are doing that is official. Nothing in the Yoruba agitation so far is official. I want to confirm to you officially now that those that came to attack Igboho in his residence, they are not only DSS, they are military. Military too were there. Koiki, you stupid. I can wait and die. God don't when DSS is a collection of forces. All the tools of the government is what makes DSS. So army is naturally there. If they need Air Force, they will put it there. If they need police, it will be there. So I don't know what I can share. Everyone so be the trade publicly. Everyone so F13. I'm going to say you add up now. Oh, so it's DSS and army. No, DSS is army. What are they saying? Everyone want to be Jack Yoruba nation go. Tell you more structure government. Oh, I put the calling number there. The number to call in is there. Everyone. So the guy I want this identity. The lady Buruku Dede. Everyone to be Jack Yoruba nation. Everyone. Lọ́rọ̀ gbọ́ àlè níyé sọ tó bá ipá yẹ ti bàjẹ́ èmi ni mo ní Facebook mi èmi mo ń kó láàyè wọ́n fi dátà ẹ̀ wò ẹ̀rù bá yẹ ti bàjẹ́ ò fi dátà ó ra dátà ó dẹ̀ fi ń wo ṣóòpò ní tó ráyè ẹ̀ báyìí ó yá two comments àwọn Yorùbá nation ẹ̀ ń ṣe ra yín ẹ̀ lẹ́ ń ṣe èèyàn. That's all they do. Once you tell them the truth, they come and attack you. I've been waiting for you since don't take back. I don't take them. Hello.
Hello, Victor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you for treating this topic. You know, it's so sad. I watched the footage by the Lady K, you know, when she was fighting, when the gunshots were so much. And honestly, all through the night, I couldn't sleep. Because you could see fear in her. Even though she was trying to be brave initially, I felt when they first came, you know, they thought it was just Shiri stuff. Mm-hmm. And then when she started hearing bars, I mean, I think somebody came in and told her, look, we are, or maybe she heard that they've gone into the house. Mm-hmm. And then she knew it was not fun. You know, my own argument about these people there, you don't come online all the time cursing people when they are against your Yoruba nation.
That's the anointing.
Very, very annoying. Or talking down on your kings. You want a Yoruba nation. What do we call elders? What is leadership in all this? You've forgotten about our values and norms. And then you disrespect your elders in that society that you want to build up. So what are you talking about? Anybody that's against you online, you attack them.
You attack them. Mm.
They are so last. Honestly, I can't even imagine maybe being part of them. You will talk, you go to that Dara or Dara and tell me that one was saying it. They came, they did not, the SAS warrant, fún wa ní kò sí SAS warrant, kò sí èkìní kan, fún wa ní SAS warrant. Imagine all those
no, from the start, you will want to say you are fighting for a whole clan. You are fighting to have an autonomy of power with a whole federal government, and he's steady speaking for you. No, now, change the one January. I want to
It's Nigeria a joke. It's Nigeria a joke. You understand? Because we see 3,000 people online. So very useless set of people. Because that guy when
so those 3,000 people are the ones that want to fight federal government. Those 3,000 people watching your live don't want to fight. Oh God. They don't know what they are doing.
People came out to fight nítorí pé àwọn tó ń lọ sóko wọn lọ jẹ oko wọn. Èdè tí gbogbo ní títí
wọ́n ti ní.
Yorùbá nation. Òun náà wá di pé yes, the Yorùbá nation we want. The Yorùbá nation we want. This is what is the problem. Then you were saying, what I'm sorry, I might sound wicked and cruel, but the truth remains that lady K to involved here. I'm not absolutely Nigeria. It's not fair. Thank you so much, Jerry. Let me let other people call you.
Thank you. Now let me say another thing. From the story we had yesterday, this DSS came in. First of all, I booked any that you don't know one search warrant. Search warrant. DSS is my search warrant in Abega really. DSS is like the K9. Well, you won't even know what that means. K9 is the Bolujani. Today about your say they're not coming to talk. They're coming to invade you. Those are the like aggressive enforcement of the tools of the government. Now, hear this from the story we had yesterday. They said these people came, after the action they left too, and then they came back again because they said they heard that Igboho is hiding in the ceiling. That was why they broke. You see, all the ceiling that was broken. Hear me. The attack yesterday have an involvement of a Yoruba man. There was an insider. Those people came on intelligence report. They came back hearing that he's hiding in the ceiling. There is a Yoruba person that is involved. So Sunday at this the people you are fighting for. Mama for Noel. My pain, hear me, it's not whatever federal government can do with this guy. My pain is the disappointment that he's going to experience from the Yoruba nation. Watch it. His anger, his disappointments, his ordeal will not come from the federal government, but how his people will shake him. Now, you cannot be and not have anybody speaking for you. Now you call in. I'm going to get out of here in a couple of minutes. The number to call is on the screen. If you're calling in, I would really love to see one or two, people calling. Oh, did I even silence this? There's somebody. There's an insider who is selling that. And these are the people you want to fight for. Sir, receive sense. Yoruba are not ready. There's no such thing as Yoruba nation right now. They are bullshitting. Everybody have other motive. You are the only person who is fighting for Yoruba nation. Hello?
Receive sense. Yoruba are not ready. There's no such thing
as Yoruba nation. Turn down the volume of your phone or computer.
Everybody have other motive. You are the only person who is fighting for.
When you want to call in, you have to turn down the volume of whatever you're using to watch the show. Turn that down and then you call. So that you will not be hearing feedback. So that you won't be hearing feedback. When you call it, you have to turn on the volume of whatever you're watching in your phone, your computer, whatever it is. Now, Lady K is another comedian. Do you know that Lady K was doing live show when DSS came? When she live show, no, when DSS came. And she was saying that I want to do, kiniko. But don't boss sound down. Okay, you think DSS will come with pistol? With people that they know that they have gun, they have juju? No, now. No. Tí wọ́n bá jẹ́ DSS, tọ́run ẹ lọ sílé Sunday Igboho, ṣé wọ́n máa lọ lójú lásán? Àwọn náà pé ṣe lóògùn náà ṣe lóògùn. Ó ẹ mọ̀ kí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì lóògùn ẹ̀ ń bẹ́. Ṣé bí èèyàn làwọn tó ń ná àyà? Àwọn náà fẹ́ kú ni. Wọ́n fẹ́ kú now. Now, when those people came, Lady K was doing live video. She was actually doing a live video. And then she began to hear the fire and she was saying it. Nígbà tó gbọ́ pé kìnìún yẹn hits, pé wọ́n ti wọlé. Why don't you go to Wasale? And then she goes, any warrior, Emma Bo, any warrior, any warrior. And warrior for one. Now, this is the part that sounds very funny. The came and warrior come about. The Kill Benny and my London. Koiki now said in his video that the traffic in one warrior. Warrior, they were supposed to go there and fight the DSS. Couldn't they make empty noise? I be waiting like I don't listen singing. Ale fit here to be one be really, but government that's at now you don't have the mechanism to do anything. When I warrior hold up money, Koiki only have lago meji oru. Hold up warrior. Lago meji oru abi. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Mr. Victor.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, like you said,
it's painful. It's painful. It's painful.
Oh, me will get Arami at all. Me will sleep over this issue. Actually, no. What do you expect people to buy my shell?
Yes. Everybody. I want to learn what you don't expect here. Oh, you can't I won't expect here.
In country where in Nigeria, where everybody mocking they want to create fear as a big fear. Because anything, nothing can change in that country. So, what we foresee, but we want to calculate of the data. To my reaction is very bad. Also, what the government is going. That's what it does. We have that experience the government will attack I want to buy I want to any legitimate protest of directly occur. One way or the other, they have made mistakes. I agree with that totally. Analysis in Russia. I agree because what you alone at I think about 4 days ago. Only I want to marry program money online. Once you manage to pick when come back, it does this thing. When you say woman, and that spirit, while I want to survive, don't cause people like this. There is so much cause. What you do? And
they are losing people.
I'm telling you this thing. Papa, go and be too much there. Only with the soccer, when you go for my share, we don't have terrible. Because Mumbai operates with that year, students in 70s, they are more for too long. Mumbai really to attach in the Puyo. You man, what let me? What let me? Because your fantasy, the truth of the matter, you will be. Because see what I demand for the country. And then we felt something more fierce for some people when you are that one. Anyway, I want. Can't buy lunch in that. I believe you. There is nothing like it. We still got to change the country. So, because you look at poverty board, I want to buy their life, I want to dominate them. I want to meet one by the beach. One man few hours. Like you said now, inside that one is I want to share. And meanwhile, so the man just inside that share. Or one of it to everybody. ní Nàìjíríà lówó ni.
Èwo náà àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé àjọ ń ṣe alligator ìranù yìí. Èwo náà máa gbé 10 million fún tí ò ní ká sí Sunday Igboho.
Ìyẹn tẹ̀ ti pọ̀ ju 10 million. Ọ̀kadà yóò dá wa wà nílé kí tó kúrò nílé lórí sọ́kà lásán ni. Ọ̀gbárí 10,000 ló jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ ọkọ̀ ìfẹ́ lára kí ló ń jẹlẹ̀. Ẹni ẹ ṣe wà lọ́wọ́ confess lẹ́yìn ìgbà tó wọ́n yọ tán pé ṣe bí ó wò ó right. These are the things. Èmi ti force ìgbìmọ̀ rẹ̀ báyìí. Mi wà mọ́ magnitude tí kìíní ẹ̀ máa ṣe rí sílẹ̀ ní okòó. I know something is going to happen. Mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n lè ṣe ní crowd. Wọ́n máa ṣe bí invasion by none. Ṣé kí Nàìjíríà ni? Ẹgbẹ́ bá ti kú ti kú. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa ń ilé tó kú òde kò lè máa rò kò lè rẹ́jọ́ ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀nà. Can't say anything. Ibi tí a mọ̀ pé by his grace lọ́lọ́pàá ti kọ́kọ́ tí kọ́kọ́ kú ẹ̀ẹ́dùn ọ̀fìrì náà. Because wọ́n fẹ́ pàdé. Kò sọ́kọ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe.
Yes, now.
Wọ́n fẹ́ pàdé because àwọn kan máa bẹ̀rù wọn ọmọ orí ètò yẹn. Wọ́n fẹ́ pàdé because of all the things wọ́n ti wọ́n fẹ́ pàdé. Ọlọ́run ló yẹ.
Gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ní tools, ó ní kìíní, ó ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ò wá ní strategy yẹn kàn ń rojọ́. Ẹlẹ̀ tún bá wọn tó yẹ kó jẹ́ ti ní ẹ̀ ń bá wọn jà.
They have that power. A lot of people on the state want the agbára. But the only thing is, like everybody has been saying, but in the passion for me, but let me be honest with you, another thing. You know, people we always talk. You know, in one thing I want to do something that I actually buy more as well. It's difficult. So, I'm not going to be able to one window. We are going to go that one window. It restricts man difficult. Or, for example, he has got into this family happy, worried everybody to so that you worry this is going to be bad. And like you said, I want to like one society. I don't think more about things, but like I want to analyze people, for example, to create of presence. What the create is I want to look at your body solve. They can't just effect that.
Táwọn ọ̀tẹ́gùn ọba lè support the Sunday Igboho. Yẹn kí ló ń jà fún? Then leave the Yoruba alone. See, you can't deliver somebody that want to be a slave.
Exactly. That's what you want to do. He has already come into the system already, and you know what I'm saying. One of the things is difficult for you to split. Or we don't want to add or we don't want to do anything. You know, just be quiet, let everything be cut off. So, don't talking sure. And the same day, something is going to happen. But if you ever expect to at this level like him, but that shows the power of the government. So every one of us, nothing is going to change that culture. I'm telling you, my Lord, I'm going to need you to listen to them. Kakoma balo ba je balo, and to ba lo ku fa o pe ni Nigeria, to ba ti ni ko àwọn tó bá jọ rẹ̀ tó wọ́n ṣe tí wọ́n life just. I think you get that I just got some kind of your knee.
Ẹgbẹ́ mo tún pè yín lóru lánàá ni. I called you at midnight. Mo ṣe dé mo tún. Mi ò lè sùn di bí 4 o'clock.
I can't do. Let me tell you, be honest, like you know how passionate is that. You will I just coffee.
Mo kàn feel sorry for this man. Wọ́n kàn máa lo máa yìí, wọ́n kàn máa waste there for no reason.
Oh my God, why would they go long? What you give up on Nigeria? Nobody can say me anything. Oh, you need come and no, let's forget about it. As long as I know what to do, society will poor paying. Police come to my because I want to poor. Let's see, but you really to buy let me pay. Timothy Mora, Timothy Phony, they will just one little come from me. I will not realize it. Money, your too bad the data was only but the problem. Most of people you see outside automatically for money but continue property well yes. But our town sorrow no needs that one is going. There are times that I don't need that kind of mental thing. You compare your any changes so I bet you can go you down. And what I about it to watch and is going for everybody members of people or attitude to people. I'm see how it does in that country because
What's a good life?
So it's just a good life. Psychology ni kini, mo ṣe wá rí ni. Poverty ò kò sí bí o ṣe fẹ́ so poverty àwọn máa jẹ. So téèyàn bá ti ní kan jẹ. Bébí ṣe wà ní ìsìn since everything happen I'm taking about my family back home. Kò sì pè wọ́n lóru yẹn. You guys have to be very careful. Because you have a lot to be conducted and mo padà máa ṣe o. You know you have a future man, the man number 4 and his friends. Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. This is the reality. Àgbọ̀nsẹ̀ máa máa sọ jáde ní ọ̀tún tọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn. I just pity him because lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí ní ìsìn kò lè sùn dáadáa mọ́ báyìí kò possible.
Níbo?
Kò possible. Inú ilé ẹ̀gọ́ olùsíbálẹ̀ ṣe pé bẹ́ẹ̀ kò possible. So many things is going on.
The first time he said they caused a 50 million naira damage. What can you quantify the damage right now? Can you value the life of the people that are lost?
In fact, what has happened to him?
For what?
Why would you video? At least one physically
who ridiculous?
The truth of the matter is that is another thing in this world. Because about you, it will look somehow to some people, they will look at you, but yeah, I want to betray any man law, not but they people sort of more. So it's a difficult terrain, let's undergo. Moments of fun when you're thinking on that deep. Anything about involved the lorry, because decided to lolly by this. Imagine this, look at the side he went to now. I want to need the eyes mind towards this agitation. They will now have the platform that is sorrow.
Yes, now. Yes, now.
A lot of fallen or that is sorrow.
Yes,
come out and say whatever they want to do. But the truth of the matter is, sure, only I if they are good the other way around too, no, not just that. So that is just it. This is a trying time of his life. I know. It's not okay. I guarantee you that he has everything to be okay, but right now it's not okay. It's not okay. So I just pray, man. He go little changes. People will not learn from this. It's difficult to change that country back then. Let everybody give up. You let's give into it. No matter a preacher that will come up, the country is going to be open. No. It's just the truth. How will you be able to convince me again? What else do you want? Imagine that a military.
Can you imagine?
Under civilian regime that really you that the National Assembly I learned the laws that is supported by you on the late in because of military regime so it's so difficult. But our leaders on our favorite we have gone back to the military era of Abacha and a little what is. So I'm just telling you, at the end, look at where the killings are going everywhere. We don't have a country. Let us for long. Let's give up. There's nothing like yes, put on you. Let us give up. Aspiration that people in China need. Don't you shit that don't want to pay that. Don't you shit. I want to bet on it. Only possible said. Nigeria, like I remember saying on the lane, I want to think about paying. So how can you be able to changes? Changes will change. You don't ever for anybody anything. Just a dime. I mean, also for you, what you do. But I want to tell me, man, so. But what I want come from that is more information. What talk about it's not up to $5. They look back to my but what is a lot of money. Believe me. Ordinary t-shirt lazo only for actually for you. poverty is not like I'll be using one word because of I told you the other time. The population why people don't want to understand it. A lot of people have been saying it's only compound at the OS only the development. Everyone we are too for that kind of country and but students on no needs to allow students on needs on our needs and look at the major needs over images problem well country. Thank you so much, Mr. Vito.
Thank you, sir.
Because me will get that I'm sorry, later.
Yes, sir. See, you can't say it all. You cannot want to fight. See, ẹni tó bá máa gbé èṣù jẹun, síbi ẹ̀ máa gùn ni. Èèyàn tó bá fẹ́ bá èṣù jẹun, ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní spoon tó gùn. Spoon tó gùn gidi. You are fighting against government, and you have people crowding your house like that. You don't know that the more people that you have around you, the more risks you are taking for yourself. No. See, let me tell you something. People who are relatively non-Nigerians that are possibly close to me that have access to my house. But even where I can sorry on Facebook, there is no Nigerian, I repeat, there is no Nigerian in this United States that can tell you that they have been to my house. Me buy a job, me by government job. Just security consciousness, just in case. I don't think I'm not afraid of anybody, but just in case. See, I would recommend that all of these alligators should go back to their drawing board. First, study, educate yourself. There is a book called The Art of War. They need to read it and understand the strategy to win in life. Then understand that this is, if you have to do this at all, understand that it's a people's game. The more people you win over, the more visibility your agenda becomes. The more persons, key notable people. Number 3, you don't win by argument. You win by action. All this blabbing, we will take over the port authority. We will take over this one. On so date, we will invade them. We will kill them. We will destroy them. And shit. Not worry about you lying. We're going to fail. Wọ́n kàn káyé mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n lọ rúlé Sunday Igboho. Ikú tó pa kíkanjú. So, ẹni torí ẹ pé kan ní ìsìn àdẹ̀sí join nìyí. Nígbà tó bá lè bọ́ sí Sunday Igboho easily bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ó yẹ ní báyìí ní ìsìn àwọn yẹ kó máa ṣe máa gbàgbálẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó wáyé àwọn DSS yẹn ni. Kán ti gbálẹ̀ káyé wọ́n ti bàjẹ́. But I don't know where you are talking. You have not done your own work. You are coming to make noise outside. Kí ni wọ́n ti ṣe? You are not going to win by argument. You can only win by action. Number 3, until you have adopted the legal means of seeking autonomy, taking to the street is the last resort. Go and read about nations who have fought for power of autonomy like this. The only thing you saw was people who are protesting. No. There are people who are in the parliament, who are going back and forth, documents, who are contacting the world body, who are doing these things, moving motions. All of the intelligence efforts are not done, and you are taken to the streets. Number 4. This is personally to Sunday Igboho. Slavery is a mindset. You will never, you cannot fight freedom for a willing slave. No. Number 5. The Yoruba nation and the Yoruba clan in general are not the people who are following you to seek agitation. If you want to fight for Yorubas, get the Yorubas, not all these nuisance. Number 6, you will not travel. You will not record any success. It makes no sense if you are fighting for Yoruba and fighting against Yoruba at the same time, because that's what you have been doing. Everybody don't have to be on the same page with you. You have not earned that credibility. If we have seen companies that you want to widely listen, you want to buy. If by now, àti gbọ́ pé bí politician be 15 ti ṣánkú lójijì, and you are about to say yes, I'm behind it. I'm telling you, people should leave Yoruba alone. You people should let us go. It makes sense. People will build confidence in you and they will support you easily. But now you yourself, you are a prey. All the people who are following you are nuisance. Koiki is saying in London and saying, nigba. Lastly, my word. I think somebody was trying to call in. Maybe I should take one more call and then we'll go from there. My statements, and I will go. I have to be at work. Today is Friday. Is this: please call your family, call your people, tell them to sit their ass down. Anybody that joined these people to protest is risking his life. Àwọn tí wọ́n kó nígbà EndSARS, wọ́n sì wà lẹ́wọ̀n dìsín o. Àwọn tí wọ́n pa, wọ́n kú gbé ni o. Àwọn tí wọ́n pa during EndSARS, they died for nothing. Until we get to the point of if I perish, I perish. Know that even if they shoot, tomorrow we are on it. Let them stop wasting the life of innocent people. Let them stop wasting the life of people. And the way you are fighting for Yoruba, you are fighting against Yoruba at the same time, you won't get results. Until they are ready. Nobody in his right senses should be jumping in front. You will waste your life, and the objective, people dying is not the problem. Revolution. But if people die, let their death be the reason why you should jump out the next day. Those who die doing EndSARS, they die for nothing. Celebrities don't need that one gbogbo àwọn celebrities àwọn fáwọsì àwọn gbogbo wọn. Wọ́n sá lọ ní o. Ṣé làwọn wèrè ṣe fídíò nílé wọn jọ́ kejì o. Àwọn ìwà nǹkan kan. Wọ́n yà ni o. So kí làwọn people yẹn kú fún? Nothing. Till tomorrow, SARS is still harassing people. My prayer is that we will be able to one day speak as Nigerians and address Nigerian problem as a Nigerian. One day, it is my wish and desire that Nigeria will be a place where we are proud to call our own. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining. I have to go now. We are going to have an aesthetic debate on this on Monday, where I'm going to bring into history the way they want to keep comparison, countries who have done this same thing and how they go about it. And then we look at what are we doing. I'm going to go into a detailed debate on Monday. I don't have all the time right now. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you guys have a pleasant weekend. To every one of our audience in America, I wish you a happy 4th of July. And please stay safe. Please call your family. Please check on them. Advise them to stay the hell away from this madness of Yoruba alligators. They are not ready. My prayers are with Sunday Igboho. I hope God give him wisdom to go about this. See, when you time of trouble, there should be people who should be speaking for you. Who's going to speak for him now at the end of affair? I hope that you have somebody who can speak for him. I hope that you will gain wisdom to go about this. I hope you can see from the light of reality and desist from this foolish mirage. Yoruba nation is a mirage. It's a good idea that has a plan. Perfect example of potential without purpose. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Victor King. God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And God bless your family. Enjoy the rest of your night. Goodbye.